In my cupboard right now is my wedding gown, and I am not yet engaged. So today we are going to go to the alteration lady that we usually go to in my family. My mum and I will show her that the zip essentially needs to zip up. My back muscles are too big for the zip up. My mum blames swimming for that. I did swim for a whole decade straight, basically at least weekly. So I find that I do sometimes have a little bit of a wider back, even though the rest of the dress fits really well. So you're probably wondering, how long have I had this gown sitting in my room for, and why am I not even engaged yet and just so far ahead? First of all, I love planning events, as a lot of you know. And second of all, I saw it on an app called Still White, where people from all over the world resell their wedding gowns. Some of them are really expensive. I was actually looking at couture, not because I was like, I have to get couture, but just because it was honestly just my taste. Like, I only liked the really nice, intricately made dresses. And I was like, this is gonna cost a fortune, but at least I'm looking at secondhand versions. So even the secondhand versions, it may or may not surprise you, were basically upwards of 5K. And I think the most that I ever saw was maybe about 25K. So obviously it was just a super wide range. I probably wouldn't spend that much money on my wedding gown anyway, because I know that we are definitely on a budget. We are marrying quite young for the average age these days, so we don't really want to spend that much. I was kind of looking at gowns with an overall theme, so quite ethereal and flowery, but still really modern and not too like cheesy. I like a gown where I feel like it has a wow factor, like enough detail. I feel like I do love the whole simple bride look that definitely has been trending, but I feel like that suits me more for my reception gown, so I will have a reception gown change. But for the actual ceremony and just to have like the main wedding gown itself, I wanted something that was basically quite detailed and florally. And thank goodness, whenever I show Bill reels with options for different dresses, he does tend to actually go for ones on a similar wavelength to the one I've bought. So of course, he doesn't actually know that I have bought a gown. I've been keeping it a secret from him, and I have actually had it in my room for the past 9 months. So I saw this steal on Still White. The reason why I loved it so much was because, number one, it was basically a very similar design to the other dresses I was looking at that were the description I just said, and those dresses that I had seen in the past were basically like 12K, and I was like, okay, I really like this type of design, but I know I can't afford that. But it was very, very similar, basically did the job, and it only cost $300. I'm not joking. Shipping from Melbourne, and the girl was so nice, she actually did the shipping fee for free. It was just too good of a deal not to try. So I bought it in July. It's currently February and I am not yet engaged. I'm hoping to get engaged in the next few weeks, but that's a whole other story. That's why my mum and I are going to the alteration lady. Silly me, forgot to even vlog, but here's a photo my mum took. It was my first photo I took with the skirt underneath. I also wanted to show you guys what it looked like when I first tried it on in July. I know it's see-through, but I don't really see a difference between this and a bikini. So I still wanted to show you guys the exact full outfit, and look how short my hair was. It was just a month after I had all my blonde cut off. You can see how the zipper can't exactly go all the way up, but I love this video. Like, I think the light captures it so nicely, and I really do like the dress. I think especially for its price, it was just such a steal. My dance floor dress just arrived. I am obsessed. Like, I didn't actually think I would like it this much. Oh my gosh, excuse the messiness of my room, but oh my gosh, I actually feel like I picked the right dance floor dress. Those who've known me for over a couple years know that I have been trying to look for this dance floor dress for ages. I'm doing a reception change into a simple gown and then into this for the actual dancing. And that's going to be kind of a surprise element. Like, I know it's not a huge deal, but I think it's nice to kind of have a shorter dress to dance in. But oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. It's from Lucy in the Sky. My day has been a little chaotic because my work is trying to enforce 3 instead of 2 or 1 day a week in the office again. And I've generally been doing 2 unless I need to otherwise. So I've been trying to go back to the office 3 times a week, and I feel like it makes a big difference when it comes to washing your hair, doing errands at home, cleaning your room. Like, I actually need that 3rd day at home, so I would have liked it if it was a bit more flexy, but that's just what the rules are right now. And for the most part, my job is still flexible anyway, so I can't really complain. But I'm gonna try on my gown again because I want to decide on shoes and jewelry with my mum. I did go through a bit of a dilemma recently when I asked Bill, kind of just for fun, what kind of design would you really not like on me? And he said, if the corset is really obvious. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's literally what I have. And I kind of kept asking him, what if you just don't end up liking my gown? And he was like, no, I assure you that, like, you know, I get that sometimes a corset is needed for the structure to like hold it up as well. So like, just don't worry about it. Like, honestly, just wear whatever. Like, I'll be happy to just marry you, which I know is like the right words to say, but that did get me worried because it's not like my dress doesn't have a corset. Like, there are plenty of gown designs that don't have corsets. So I was a little bit like iffy about it, but he definitely agreed that ceremony should be more florally and more out there, whereas reception should be more simple and sleek. So I think I've gotten that right at least. And he doesn't know that I have a dance floor dress yet. I think that would be a nice touch for him. But I just got a little bit stressed about that. As of now, I'm not going to think about it unless he brings it up first, which honestly, I doubt he will. Like, I genuinely think he doesn't really mind what dress I wear as long as it's obviously like tasteful. So I don't think that he'll make a massive deal of it. Anyway, I think he's the type where he might see me and be like, oh, actually corsets are okay. Like, he kind of has that personality to kind of see something in his face and be like, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. My mum was on the phone, so we didn't discuss properly, but here's me in my dress. Didn't bother with the underskirt, and the zipper's still not done yet. I still have a few months until I see the seamstress, but I decided on these pearl earrings because they're kind of simple, they're elegant. I do want the attention on the top half of the gown and the train. And then I moved on to my pajamas for getting ready in the morning. This is from the Bridal Thread, a company I worked with 4 years ago. So I'm actually using their set for my real wedding. And this is my reception gown. It does look better on me, I feel. I think sometimes when I think about it, it's like too simple in my head. But when I wear it, I do like how it slips on me really well. I tested out different heels because they might be seen during the first dance. So I just wanted to test my higher white heels and also other heels that I wore for Phoebe's wedding, but I'm definitely not going with the latter because they actually cut into my feet on the day, so that would not be ideal. I also added these cross earrings to kind of add to the gold for my dance floor dress, so tried it on again with my sneakers. These are the most white ones I have, but unfortunately a friend spilled a drink on them, so they're pretty dirty and they just don't look great with the dress. So I'm actually going to try and find white sneakers tomorrow, as well as double-sided boob tape because it's just so loose at the front. Today I went to my favorite store, Kmart, and bought a few things that were just based off what I needed from last night. So actually mainly for the final dress, the dance floor one, which Bill still doesn't know that I'm having. So first of all, I just bought this fashion tape, which is basically the double-sided one. So I'm gonna try and stick on that chest area part onto my skin just so that it doesn't keep coming outwards because there's just no suitable actual bra for it. Like, I basically just don't fill the space because I have too small boobs. So I do need to somehow make it press against my skin rather than making my boobs protrude out to meet the fabric, if that makes sense. So I also got these adhesive lift cups. I don't know if they will fit for this dress or whether I'm just going to use it in general for other clothing, but I just thought it was helpful as well just in case. I thought may as well go from cheaper to more expensive in terms of like hopping around shops, and so I actually thought may as well look at the white sneakers at Kmart, and Kmart is just so good at duping other companies. So I forgot which shoe brand this is trying to dupe, but it definitely is trying to dupe one of them because there were like Air Force One dupes, for example, and whatever. So I got these white shoes. They're one size bigger than my feet because I feel like I'm like a 6.5. So these are a 7, and I feel like they're just comfortable with socks because I'm gonna wear kind of like ankle length socks for the dancing. So I thought that these really suited. At first I tried on slightly more detailed ones, but I felt like they didn't really suit the dress because the dress itself has already all that gold and floral detailing. So these were definitely more simple. Obviously I don't want them to kind of be starkly in people's faces. Like, I want the dress to shine. So I thought these shoes were really nice. dress, and because they were, I think, the only ones in my size, unfortunately I did have to buy one that's a little bit dirty on the back here. I know it's definitely not going to show on the actual wedding day, but like obviously I do want to clean it a little bit, or at least attempt to. But I think these were really worth, because they were only 20 bucks, and if I went to an actual shoe store, obviously I'd be looking at upwards of like 75. So I felt like these were really worth it, considering that we've only really scheduled dance floor, I think, for like maybe an hour of the night. I'm not really sure. I think like we might eventually go beyond that, but obviously it just depends how the night goes. Like you want it to kind of free flow once the dancing starts. So I thought it wasn't really worth it to spend like a whole bunch of money on it, because I'm just not a big shoe person in general. Like I don't really care what brand or what design too much. I'm kind of more like a clean aesthetic when it comes to shoes. So I thought these were really nice, and obviously like after the wedding I'll also just wear them for everyday use. Been having a headache every time I wake up this weekend, and I don't drink. I don't know what it is. I just have not been feeling 100%, but I'm going to test out the fashion tape. I'm just struggling to tie this tightly. This is the tape, one boob each. Fabric on. That's looking promising so far. It's definitely lifted up. That is pretty good. I still have spaces on the sides, but otherwise I think that this tape will definitely work well, especially since dancing is the final part of the night. I feel like even if it does kind of fall or gets loose, it's not the biggest deal. It's not like everyone is staring at me the entire time, because everyone's in a crowd dancing. So I feel like it's not too bad. We are going to do a fake exit so that the photographer can finish his shift. But besides that, I don't think all eyes will be on me. I know that sounds ironic because I'm the bride, but like if people like dancing, they're going to be dancing to the music. So I think it's not going to be a massive deal if it does become loose after jumping up and down. But I think for now, just staying still and having it on for the first minute or so, it does feel pretty secure for tape. So I think this is going to be good. And now I can use this double-sided tape for other clothing too, because I've never owned double-sided tape. I've always just had boob cups. I am so dumb. I forgot there was a zip on that dance floor dress, and I just forced it off myself, and I heard a couple of stitches kind of like break. So this dress is from America. Like I really hope I don't have to order another one, but I'm just gonna wait till I try it on next time and see if I actually damaged anything or made it a bit like buffier. Anyway, can't do much about it right now, but with this dress, I always forget to try it on with what bra I'm gonna wear, because obviously I need kind of like nipple covers, which I have right now. I haven't shown you guys yet, but Bill bought and installed this new mirror for me. It has clothing rack on the back as well. And I had my eye on it for a while from Kmart, and Bill noticed it was actually going on clearance, and he was like, the price is too good, it's gonna leave the shelf, so I'm gonna go get it. So he surprised me with this the other day. But this is me in the dress. I can finally show you guys actual full-length shots of my outfit. So suitable when you just want to look more classy when you enter the room for the reception. I'm currently rethinking my rehearsal and rehearsal dinner outfit. I know I haven't actually shown you guys because it's not really a massive deal, but I do still want to wear white for it, because the plan is we do a couple hours of a rehearsal 2 days before the wedding, and then after that have a dinner with just our wedding party. I know usually people go all out for rehearsal dinners, especially if people are flying over to go to your wedding, but that's more of an American thing I've noticed. Like I've never heard of one or been to one here in Australia. So we're basically just gonna do everything really casual, kind of just so the wedding party is comfy with each other. But this is going to be the base of my new outfit for it, because I was going to wear the skirt that I'm actually wearing as my underskirt for the wedding gown, and then I thought about it and I was like, okay, if I spill food during that dinner, I'm actually going to be screwed trying to clean it in the next couple of days before the wedding, and it's just not going to make sense. So I had to rethink everything. I did think about like rebuying something, like maybe buying another long white skirt, but I'm the kind of person where I only like having one type of clothing because I'm a saver. Like I'm trying my best to, you know, kind of be on a no buy right now. So I thought may as well use this Zara dress I bought 3 years ago, see how it goes. It's one of those flare sort of things. It's a cute top, and it kind of like nods to my wedding gown in a sense. It's more like baby doll style than my wedding gown is, but it still kind of looks similar. Here's how it's looking right now. Not the best, but not the worst either. Looks a little bit more like pajamas than I expected, but if I'm not going to be buying anything else for it, and I don't want like a white skirt, and I don't want to wear white pants either, then I feel like this is the best I can do. It will be summer, so The only problem with wearing something that is a shorter outfit is that I will basically be practicing during the rehearsal in a short dress, whereas I'm going to tell my bridesmaids to all wear kind of long flowy dresses to kind of emulate their real dress on the day. So this won't make sense. Like, I'll be kind of practicing in this. So I'm going to have a bit more of a rethink. I'll let myself just like take some time to reconsider, because yeah, I am trying to save money, but also like for my wedding outfits, I'm willing to kind of spend. So we'll see if I can find something kind of affordable, but also unique that doesn't look like a white plain skirt like I have already. I finally have the nipple stickers from Temu. I thought because there were a whole bunch of them in a bag for about $3.50, may as well try them. It does look a bit more obvious than I would like. Am I bothered to buy nipple stickers until I find the best one? I don't know if it's ever not going to be see-through, because it really depends on lighting. So I think I'm going to stick with these for now. And then you like push it in like that. So basically, whenever you see it kind of falling off me at the ceremony, you just have to like come over to my seat and put it back in. My rehearsal outfit. So I thought this was a skirt. It's actually skirts. I'm trying these on from Maddie's wardrobe. I actually feel like it'd be really cute as my getting ready pajamas, which I already have from The Bridal Thread, a company I worked with a few years ago when I was doing content. But now I'm thinking this set would actually be really, really sweet for getting ready. I feel like it'd be even better for the photos because it's a bit more flamboyant, whereas the other one is just a plain linen set, and it's nice, it does the job, but I feel like this is more unique. So I'm actually thinking I might pass on the linen set to someone else who's getting married, because I have heaps of friends engaged right now. Here is what I would have worn for my engagement party if we hadn't gone with the more traditional Chinese dress. So this is going to be my rehearsal dress. I feel like it is not floor length, it's midi, but like it's getting there, so it suits a rehearsal dinner, and it's a bit more formal, but I kind of like that because it means that it will suit the wedding party dinner photos afterwards. Today marks half a year plus a week until the wedding, and I have to say it has not been sunshine and rainbows, especially the past month or so. I feel like it was really stressful when we first got engaged, and then there was a bit of a lull, and then now it's back to being stressful. And this is me going to the alteration lady just then. So basically I came with my material that I bought quite a few months ago, and she was like, actually, I feel like if you get kind of half button pearls, it might work if I kind of like do a bit of crisscrossing. And I'm not a big fan of the whole lace up crisscross kind of thing, which is part of why I love my gown so much, because of the zipper. But I do think that that little bit that I can't get zipped up is okay to have that kind of concept that she's thinking of. I can't say that I can absolutely picture what she's talking about, especially with the language barrier, even though my mum was there to translate. But I feel like I just trust her enough. It's obviously going to be like still cheaper than going to your average tailor. So I feel like I'm just going to trust her enough. I mean, I'm just grateful that I got a gown. I have some exciting news. So instead of doing our wedding party dinner after the rehearsal, just a couple days prior to the wedding day, we just thought that it'd be too tiring. We do have to wake early for the flower markets for the day before the wedding. So we thought, why not do the wedding party just sometime between November and January? So that's in a few months' time earliest. And so we finally have the wedding party chat going, because last night we proposed to the final two groomsmen. So I'm just thinking now, what do I wear to this? Because I would have otherwise just gone straight from the rehearsal to this wedding party dinner, and now we're doing a separate event. So it'll either be lunch or dinner. We don't know where yet. I'm thinking we'll keep it casual because everyone's paying for themselves. This actually turned out better than I thought, so I might end up saving money. I'm not 100% sure about it, but it fits a lot better than it did last time. Still a little drapey, a little big, but I think when I first bought it, I had recently lost quite a lot of weight. Whereas recently I have lost a tiny bit of weight, but not as much as I did before. So this is what it looks like on me. You can just see how this part's obviously a bit big and a bit low. So I don't know if I want to wear it like this or if I want to put an undergarment underneath. This is the whole dress. So I thought, since I'm wearing the dress already, what's the point of putting it into my schedule to think of an undergarment again? So I thought may as well just do it now. So I have this white bralette from Cotton On, and I'm thinking of actually wearing it under. I feel like it suits the whole bridal look. It also spices the dress up a little bit more to make it more interesting, and I feel like it just suits the silhouette. So this is what it looked like from further away now. I feel like it's just a little less exposed. Like, yeah, it still dips low a little bit, but I feel like it's just better than before. Yeah, I feel like these match pretty well. Yeah, suits the tone. This is more yellow tone, so This suits it. Mum and I are heading to the tailor's. I decided that since I'm going there a lot more than I thought I would, I may as well also try and do my hair like how I kind of imagine it for the ceremony. And also basically last time I went, she said to buy fabric to fix the zipper and make it fully zip up. And then last time I went, she was like, no, buy some pearls. And I don't know if she intends to use both of them, but if it's going to be like this third visit and then she's like, actually let's try a third method, I might lose it. So I wanted to do this kind of earlier rather than later and basically just head to her shop and ask her if she can just sort it out and fix the zipper because I don't really want to come back again. Bill finished at the gym and then randomly arrived, so he's coming, but because he can't see the gown yet, he's going to go get like a snack for us. On a family trip.
Okay.
Oh.
到呢度，下邊就出聲嘅呢。OK，得。
Okay.
好。
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
This really
And I've did my hair so it's gonna be similar like this.
it's gorgeous.
We finished! I underestimated her. She wanted the fabric and the buttons.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and she's gonna use 6 buttons.
6 buttons. I think she said the gap of what can't zip is 5 centimeters. And she's gonna finish it in the next month. And it's only $50.
This is
Mom,
yeah, I know, it's
50
so
bucks.
good.
How
This is
crazy
half
is
the
that?
price.
What vibe do you think?
Wedding vibe. Not sure.
Hey, something
think-
troll.
I think
Like, do you think it was classy, beachy,
I think it's gonna be a bit fairy-like.
fairy-like? Okay.
I think that's what you like.
Okay.
Or it could be classy.
Mum and I are on the way to pick up my wedding gown. I'm gonna try it on, see if I like how she altered the zip, and then I will likely be able to take it home unless I have any complaints.
So 我又唔想整少啊。咁樣。And the back.
I love the train.
Let me take a photo. You can just pose now.
Why take it from so low? It looks so good.
It's good.
My dress. Mum's helping me take off the buttons. The alteration lady did such a good job. It looks so good. She used the fabric and the pearls as well.
I love the way she did so artistically on the slab.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting it to look so professional, but it looks like it's part of the gown now, so I'm so excited. We are 53 days away, excuse my no skincare makeup face, but I am going to actually try on my reception gown again. I know that I've just continuously tried the dresses on in this video, but I realized I need to check the right undies to wear because I've dealt with the bra, I'm wearing the nipple stickers, but for my undies, it is still quite a sheer thin dress, and so obviously I don't want people to see right through my undies, and so I'll wear whatever undies suits this dress because it is the thinnest for the whole day. So I kind of have to like put those undies away with my ceremony gown so that I just remember to wear that on the day. So right now I have my most nude undies on. I'm going to try on the dress and see if it shows. I actually also recently got it dry cleaned. There's one quite near my work, which we actually use for work to wash out tablecloths for conferences. And so I decided to go there for my engagement party, cheap how, and they did the dust away for quite a cheap price. And then for a similar price, they also dry cleaned my dress because I noticed like red ink stains on them. Like, I don't think it was blood. I don't think it was anything else. I think it was just pen, which is really, really strange because I don't remember going near it with red pen at all. I'm actually gonna go to the mirror over there. Wow, these are perfect. They actually don't show at all on my butt. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. That is so funny. Also, I'm way too comfortable on this channel. But anyway, I also remembered that I'll have this bow on for most of the time. I mean, I don't plan anywhere in the schedule to actually take it off. It will just be like if I feel like taking it off, I guess. So I do have technically like a train. So it is gonna cover my butt anyway. Tomorrow is a month to go until the wedding. So it's crept up really fast. Here is the cider skirt that I actually bought as an underskirt for like 22 bucks because the gown didn't actually come with an underskirt, so it would have been see-through otherwise. And I don't know if I've shown you guys the skirt exactly, but I did wear it for my bridal party proposal because it was so far from the actual wedding. I thought may as well, and then gave it a wash after. So I'm gonna put this on first. It's very long.
Testicus.
Long veil. Now I'm going to store it in my mum's room so that Bill doesn't see it and so it doesn't have to be crumbled in the box. Crushed.
Wrapped me in your arms, leaned in and whispered, keep me in your...
Post-wedding me checking in, I made a very last-minute decision the morning of to actually wear my ceremony gown off-shoulder, and everyone loved it a lot more than the normal straps I was doing before. I can't believe I made such a last-minute decision, to be honest, but it turned out so well, and I loved the day in general, so I hope you enjoyed this video.